Hey, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'm going to be breaking down a trade that I got 20 risk to reward on. Now, this trade specifically was a forward test, but it's something that is very, very good to learn from because I get trades like this all the time. Not 20 risk to reward trades, but the actual idea behind the trade. I get trades like that all the time, so it's very, very important to learn from. Now, this is just a fractal. I've made a video on this very recently, so if you want to get a deeper understanding of how this model works, you can go and have a look at that video. But basically, on Discord, I posted my bias for today too. So it was very simple. I was expecting this high to get taken. I explained everything. So if you want to join and, follow along my journey, then join up. Come ahead. But okay, so basically, very simple. I was expecting this high to get taken, just as I shown here. And of course, I'm expecting this high to get taken on the 4-hour time frame. Now we can quickly do a little nice small breakdown explaining why. Okay, so if we take a look at the 4-hour time frame, what can we see? I mean, before we look at just this area right here, we can see big, massive push to the upside. That right there is our indication that we're still bullish, right? If we just look at the daily time frame, actually, yeah, clearly bullish. Now we're clearly bullish. 4-hour time frame now aligns with the overall move, okay? And then on the 50-minute time frame, we get an external breaker structure. Now, if we just stack up these confluences, so if you look at the daily, we've got a big, massive push to the upside. 4-hour is now aligned. And now all we need is the 15-minute to align with the 4-hour time frame, right? So now that all these different time frames are aligned, we're in very, very high probability scenario. Okay, so if we take a look at this area right here, all of this is just going to be a retracement phase. So price is just pulling back into a more discounted area before it can continue that overall bullish trend. Okay, now the lower it goes and the closer it comes to the protected structure, the higher the probability is going to be. And if we look at here specifically, where are we? We're literally at the most extreme point of area that they can be. This was literally right at the protected structure. As soon as it gets to that point, we see price change in character on the 1-minute time frame. Now, there's a few things I want to mention about this specifically. Now, based on my data, whenever you get a change of character, specifically for fractals, you always want to be taking the trades of the change of character POI, because whenever the breaks of structures happen, usually, majority of the time, you know what, more time than not, the breaks of structures that happen, they usually end up being just liquidity for the POI that's within the change of character. So everything that happens after this could have 2 breaks of structures. Eventually, a lot of time price comes all the way back and then taps into the change of character POI, and especially you want to be taking it from the extreme area of interest, so right here, and then the trade plays off. Okay, but if you want to get extra confirmation, what you can do is you can wait for price to come into a discounted area. So what we see here, we see price come into a discounted area, we get a change of character back up. It respects this protected structure, meaning that even if that target all the way up there doesn't get taken, on the lower time frame, right now, this is going to be the current target. So even if you didn't want to target all the way up there, you could have potentially taken this trade like this and taken a 3 risk to reward, which is a lot. 3 risk to reward is very good. Okay, but for this setup, this is all you need. You see the change of character that happens. We see that 15-minute is aligned with a higher time frame, and the 4-hour is aligned with the overall move of the daily time frame. And now price is in the extreme zone. Okay, this is very high probability, and all you need to do is just take the trade of the change of character POI and target the weak structure. Now this can you can easily target all the way up there, because this is the weak structure and this is what I'm expecting to get taken in the next few days. Now, if price keeps on trending, if it starts to range or whatever, it's gonna take a bit longer. But right now, this is what's meant to get taken out because that's the weak structure. So it's a very simple trade. Okay, I hope you understand. Because it doesn't get easier than this. It comes to the extreme, high probability. We gotta change your character on the 1 minute time frame, get a sniper entry, and then you target the weak structure. Okay, and then I'll quickly go over today as well, because today was actually a rough one, unfortunately. So of course I had my buys planned out, and I was expecting, like I said, let me see, where did I say this way? Tomorrow should be a good day. So continuations, reversals, or fractals. All right. Now, there wasn't any great fractals, so I was trying to get reversals. Now, this actually can still be considered a fractal. So actually, if you look at internal 15-minute structure, you got a 15-minute internal break right here. You also have a 15-minute internal break right there. Now, this is all internal structure, so it's lower probability. But because everything else is aligned, it's going to be a lot higher probable than it would be if you were just trading blindly. Okay, so this stuff is still high probability just because of the overall bias. Okay, because if you're just trading the 1 minute without 15-minute and hourly, then you're just, to be honest, you're just gambling, right? So coming in today, I took this reversal, targeting the 15-minute structure, because of course I'm expecting the 15-minute, which is right, I mean this one right here, to get taken. So I was trying to pinpoint when the market is gonna reverse back up to go and target that high. Okay, so this one ended up as a loss, but then we ended up getting another change of character of this 50-minute wick, 15-minute wick demand zone, unmitigated. Of course, unmitigated zones of the market hold liquidity, and as soon as I came into this portion, we got change of character again. So that was another indication that this could be where market reverses, and then we end up getting our breaker structure and our change of character. All right. Now that is not enough. We need confluences. Now, if we look, we've got a very good imbalance, and if we compare it to this is good, but it's not close to the POI like this one. And the inducement on this one wasn't the greatest. If this was closer to the POI like this, that would have made it higher probability. So this one is quite obviously and quite clearly a better setup than this one right here. And unfortunately, right, this was going to be a 7 risk to reward, but it ended up as a break even. And like I said before, usually, actually, you know what? If we look at it like this, we got a change of character. This was the first move up, and then we ended up getting our external change of character. So you got our 5-minute external change. So price, when it creates change of character, usually, like I said before, the breaker structure ends up being inducement for the change of character POI. So technically speaking, with that logic, this should have been the trade and not the one that I took. So realistically, this should have been the fractal, giving you a 5.18 risk to reward in profit, but ended up as a break even. It's quite annoying, to be honest. I mean, because I was up quite a bit. It was at 5 risk to reward. And you know what? It's all good. Something to learn from. Maybe I should have taken profits earlier, knowing that this stuff after is just going to be inducement for the POI right here. But to be completely honest, a lot of the time, when the market is trending as well, and especially when you're so close to taking out weak structure, from my experience, this doesn't happen that often. So this is just that one scenario where I just got break even. There's not much you can do. But yeah, very simple. Like I expected yesterday, just looking for reversals, fractals, continuations this day. And unfortunately, there was not. I mean, there was going to be this continuation, but I was waiting for it. Never came and mitigated my POI. Tough days, all good. But yeah, it's not rocket science. Very simple stuff. I hope you guys understood. And for the next few days, I'm going to be expecting this had to get taken. So there's still going to be how many? There's still 36 pips to catch. Okay, so we'll see. Tomorrow should be a good day potentially. We might be getting a very good continuation move. Or it could be that we start to reverse back down for a retracement to go back up later on. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, once again, just go based off what the market is doing. Don't predict. Be smart. And I hope you guys understood. Join my Discord if you want to follow along my journey. And yeah, keep it simple. And I'll see you in the next one.